Hello friends, today we are going to make a beaded matting. We'll be needing our plier, cutter, fishing line 0.7 and our sugar bead, that is transparent sugar bead. Now cut your fishing line, it shouldn't be more than 30 inches. To start, you are going to drop 3 beads into any end of the fishing line, 3 beads. After dropping the 3 beads, you will pick 1 bead and use it to interlock. It's either you interlock or you cross, any of the two, whatever you understand. It's either interlocking or crossing. It's still the same thing. The next thing to do is to drop 1 bead into each of the fishing line. Drop 1 into the right fishing line, 1 into the left fishing line, and cross or interlock with 1 bead. Then you drag it down. This is what you're supposed to get. After dragging it down, make sure to make your work very firm. Then you continue by picking your bead and dropping it into each of the fishing line. You drop one bead into each of the fishing line, then you cross with 1 bead. You drag it down again. After dragging it down, make sure that your work is firm, and this is what you are going to get. Again, to make the last part of our matting, we are going to pick 2 bead and drop it into one of the fishing line. This time it is 2 bead into one of the fishing line, then you will cross with 1 bead. See what we've got. You will notice that our fishing line is now facing up and not by the side like before. This is what you are going to get. To proceed, you are going to pick the fishing line that is in your left hand side. Drop 2 bead inside and cross with 1 bead, and this is what you will get. This is what you will get. I repeat, the fishing line that is outside, that is in your left hand side, you drop 2 beads and you will cross with 1 bead. After doing that, you will drag it down, and this is what you will get. Make sure to always drag your work very well so that it will be very firm. Then you will pass your fishing line into the next bead. Can you see the bead that I touched? You will pass your fishing line into that bead, the fishing line in your right hand side. Then with the fishing line in your left hand side, you will drop 1 bead and you will cross with 1 bead. And that is what you are going to have. This is it. After doing that, you will still pass into the next bead. You pass the fishing line in your right hand side into the next bead. After passing, you are going to pick 1 bead and drop it inside the fishing line in your left hand side, the fishing line that we did not pass. You will drop 1 bead and you will cross with 1 bead. Now, to make the last part, you are going to pass your fishing line into the last bead. Your fishing line in your right hand side into the last bead. Then use the same fishing line that you passed that is in your right hand side. You drop 1 bead inside and you will cross with 1 bead. Do not make mistake. You drop 1 bead and you cross with 1 bead. You drag it down, and this is exactly what you will have. This is exactly what you have. Now you will turn your work. After turning your work, it will look like this, and you are going to work with the fishing line in your left hand side again. You will drop 2 bead inside the fishing line in your left hand side and you will cross with 1 bead. You will cross with 1 bead. After doing that, you drag it down and pass your fishing line in the right hand side to the next bead. See what I'm doing here? After passing that, you will drop one bead into the fishing line that is up and cross with one bead. Then you drag it down. Drag it well to make your work very firm, and pass your fishing line to the next bead again. You will drop one bead into the fishing line that is in your left hand side, cross with one bead and drag it down. To make the last part again, pass your fishing line to the last bead, as I'm doing here. Then you will work with the same fishing line you passed that is in your right hand side. You will drop one bead and cross with one bead, and this is what you are going to get. Then you will flip your work again when you are done. This is what you are going to get. You flip your work again, you turn it. To make another layer, you are going to drop two beads into the fishing line that is in your left hand side and cross with one bead to make it 3. If you count well, you will see that all what we've been doing, we are getting boxes of 4 beads each. If you count the number of beads in a box, in each box there are 4 altogether. And that is how we are going to continue making our matting. Continue with what we've been doing. You drop one bead, cross with one, you drag it down, make your work firm. To make the last part, you pass your fishing line to the last bead. The fishing line in your right hand side, you pass it into the last bead. You will drop one bead and you will cross with one bead. Now, instead of us to cross, we are going to tie our work. This is how to tie your work. You will not cross, you just drop the 2 bead into just one fishing line and you will tie your work. Instead of crossing, you will not cross, you will just drop the bead and you tie your work, and this is what you are going to get. You can tie 2 or 3 times. Then you will pass your fishing line into the beads in a zigzag way. See what I'm doing here? See what I'm doing? I passed my fishing line into that one bead, then to the next bead in a zigzag way. I'm not passing mine straight. You are going to pass in a zigzag way so that your work will be very neat. I passed into the bead again, then the bead down, the bead by the side. Now I'll cut the excess fishing line. This is what I got. To pass the next fishing line, you pass into the next bead, then the bead beside it. You will not pass straight. Just for your work to be neat, you will have to pass in a zigzag way. See where I'm passing to here, then to the next bead by the side, then to the next bead down in a zigzag way, to the next bead beside it, and that is it. That is it. Then you cut with your cutter, and that is just how to make a matting. This is counting of 4 by 4. If you count the number of boxes, you have 4 by the side and 4 down. That is 4 by 4 matting. And that is all. See you in my next video. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment.